What's up, everybody? Welcome back to One More Guitar. Thank you for watching. If you want to support the channel, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button before you leave. Today's video is going to be about this Fender Pro Junior 4. This is a limited edition version that's got a Western cover on it, and it's got a 10-inch Eminence Cannabis Rex speaker in it. So a buddy of mine let me borrow this, and I want to say thank you to him for letting me shoot a video with it. And actually I did two with it. If you want to see more sound samples, check out the video from last week. It's the one about the Modern Player Telecaster Plus. I used this amp in that video too, so if you want to check out some more sounds, you can hear me playing through it more in that video. And I'll put a link up above. So today I just want to get into this amp a little bit and play around some and check it out. I think what I'm going to do is I'll just record a bunch of guitars going through it and do it in a mix and kind of see how it sounds, and I'll play with the knobs. And you can see I've got a camera up here so we can look at what the settings are while I'm doing all this, and just go have a little fun with it and experiment with it and, you know, see how it sounds. So again, I want to say thank you to Mitchell for letting me borrow this, and let's get going. Alright, the next thing I want to do is just turn the knobs on this thing and see what happens. We've only got two knobs here. We've got a volume and a tone. And so I'm just going to play around and see what we can do. I want to mess with this volume knob especially because it's supposed to have modified circuitry in it to where it controls the breakup some. So I'll see what I can do with that. Anyway, let's just see what this thing sounds like. Right now I've got everything all the way down. I'm going to turn the guitar to about 6. And start rolling the volume up with no tone on at all, and we'll see how this goes. So go here to about 3. And I'm in position 2 here, just trying to keep the noise down some. So alright, I think that sounds good. Alright, so let's push it a little bit. So again, we got no tone on here, so I'm going to keep going around a little bit. That's pretty cool. Check this out. Alright, that's peaking, so let's move it back. Okay, so I'm going to take the volume back down to around 3. Well, no, what am I at? Yeah, around 3. And we'll bring the tone up to also about 3. Alright, so I'm going to bring the volume up on the guitar a little bit now. Get to about 8. All right, let's take the tone up a little more. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so now we're up around 9 on the tone, and I can really tell this thing is kind of coming alive. It sounds good. I like the way it sounded with the tone down too, but it seems that as you roll the tone around, it kind of starts taking on different characteristics. It's really nice. Alright, so I'm going to roll the volume back off and bring the volume up on the amp and see how that works out. So we'll go to, what, about 6 o'clock? Okay, I'm going to keep pushing the volume until I get to the point where it's peaking in the software here. Alright, so we're about to the point of peaking. I'm going to pull the volume back down. I'll put it right in the middle. I'm going to push the tone all the way up to 12. The tone is really having a nice effect on this. Like I said, as I move it around, I'm getting different characteristics in the sound of the guitar. I really like that a lot. Alright, so I think we've gotten a sense for what you can do with these knobs. I think you're getting a lot of power out of these two right here. With the mix of the two, you can get a wide spectrum of different sounds. So I think that's pretty badass. Alright, let's check out the specs of this thing real quick. Alright, so the first thing you may notice is it's got this limited edition Western vinyl covering on it. I think that looks pretty sharp. I've never seen that before, so I really like that. It also has this tan grill cloth on it. Again, I think it matches the overall aesthetic of the thing, so it looks good. It's got a leather handle on it. The handle feels good. It's definitely nice. Alright, we can see we've got a chrome plate here. You've got the vintage style red jewel light. The on-off switch has a rubber tip on it, which is really nice. And then you've got 1/4 inch input here. It's got one volume knob and one tone knob, and they both go to 12. It's 2 better. This amp comes with one 10-inch hemp-coned Eminence Cannabis Rex speaker, and no, you can't smoke that. It's 15 watts. It's got 2 12AX7 preamp tubes and 2 EL84 power tubes with solid-state rectifier. It says the volume circuit has been modified for gradual breakup, and there's a tighter bass response when overdriven. So let me read you the little blurb they have about that. It says the Pro Junior 4's overdrive circuit has been revoiced, tightening the bass response while improving the clarity and definition for tone that snarls with attitude when pushed. Modifying the volume circuit allows for more gradual and linear breakup as volume increases, making it easier to precisely dial in tones that range from sparkling and pristine to gritty and mean. So there you have it. So I'll say with my experience with it, the volume did seem very controlled. It was very smooth when you added more in, so I really liked that about it. I didn't realize it was a modified circuit when I first started playing with it. Alright, here's a close-up of the speaker. It's green. Of course it is. L pack apparently. Alright, so there's no reverb on this amp, there's no effects loop. It's just a pretty straightforward amp. I think it has a really good sound though. You can get a lot out of it for those two knobs. It weighs about 23 pounds. That's not too bad. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. Alright, so what do I think about this amp? Well, I think it sounds great. I was really impressed with it, honestly. I think this cover on it looks really good. It's just stylish, you know. You don't see amps with this kind of cover on it very often. It's got a nice handle on it. I really like the simplicity of the controls. You can get a lot out of this just with these two controls. If you turn the tone down, it gets pretty bassy, but you can clean it up really easy by turning the tone up. And this tone knob goes to 12, and so you've really got a nice range of stuff that you can get just using that tone knob. And the volume knob is also special too because of that circuit that's in it. So I'm really impressed with this amp for such little controls. I think you can get a lot out of it. I really like the speaker in it. I would like to hear one of these amps with the Jensen speaker in it just so I could have a comparison. I don't have that available to me right now, but for the speaker that's in here, I think it sounds great. It's really clean and clear. The amp seemed to take overdrive and pedals very well. I couldn't do a lot on the video because, you know, I end up peaking the audio, but when I crank this thing in the room, it'll get up there. It's pretty loud. And so it's definitely a really good amp. So what else can I say? It's a Fender amp, it sounds great, and it looks great. But I had fun playing with it. And so, again, I want to say thank you to my buddy Mitchell for letting me borrow this and shooting the video of it. It was really cool. I was glad I got to experience it. Alright, I guess that's going to do it for today. I really do appreciate you watching. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe button before you leave. And until next time, take it easy and keep playing.